Feels good, man.
Feels like a reunion. Feels like, I don't know, meeting the guys from high school again. It's been too long. It's been way too long. We've had a separated cast, but now we're back together for Neo Star League. Shortly before we leave for Shanghai, I was just listening to the cast, so basically you already said all this. I'm glad to be back casting again, and today we're gonna start out with a Knight of Mirror and Undead versus Knight of after that in Group A here. And did I understand this correct that we're not gonna have the losers final then after that?
Exactly, that's gonna be played in a month.
Ah, okay.
Ooh.
Alright, so only 2 best of 5s today, but still some of the best players in, the world, obviously. In this tournament, we only have the best players in the world. And yeah, lots of Night Elves. And one question that we've had for a long time, ever since, I guess, Lolite, in 2015, Lolite was the best Night Elf, I would say. 2016, there hasn't been a Night Elf player clearly claiming the throne. So maybe today we come closer to that answer. Who is the best Night Elf currently in the world, Neo?
That's
Knowing
true.
you would probably say Life, I guess. You're a bit of a Life fanboy.
Nah, to be honest, I think it depends a lot on matchups. So, Remind is my clear favorite in Knight of Mirror. Foggy is my favorite in Knight Elf versus Undead. You know, there's definitely stuff to discuss. But Life is on the rise, especially in mirror matches. In the semifinal, he beat Remind. For me, historically, the best Knight of Mirror player of all time. But he beat him in the semifinal.
And dude, I don't know what's going on with Life, but he seems to have put the not the MMRs, the RPGs aside. He's been playing so much, dude. Did you see the number of games on his account?
No, unfortunately not.
It's crazy. He's been playing more than like everyone else.
All right. That's good to hear. What I wanted to mention is that not only did he beat Remind, but he beat Shishi in the GCS qualifier finals 3-0 in Knight of Mirror. That's pretty crazy. And Moon, you know, I don't want to say he's bad in Knight of Mirror, but it's definitely not his best matchup.
Yeah, definitely. When we think back to the olden days of Warcraft 3, his rivalry with Remind, he was always drawing the short straw. Like, he was always getting defeated by Remind, as you say, perhaps the #1 master of this matchup. We've seen him play some crazy stuff right when he came back with his comeback at WCA 20. I always get them mixed up. 15. He was playing like solo Demon Hunter and stuff.
Yeah.
Something that no one else was doing, and it was kind of successful. Of course, he didn't get out of the group. War Chief Rich was showing the Chinese how it's done, and I guess also the Koreans. Do you think he's gonna still play this, or has he become more of a straight up player? I mean, he does some weird shit still nowadays, like for example, Firelord against Undead and stuff. So
yeah, it's kind of weird what Moon's doing in Mirror sometimes, or especially against Undead. But in Knight of Mirror, I think he's very straightforward. Depends on the matchup, but I think Naga or Keeper of the Grove definitely the standard, and he's on the rise, man. The Moon is not the Moon of 2015. The Moon is definitely a threat to everybody else, and in my opinion, a favorite for GCS alongside 120 and TH. If he's still in the shape of his recent tournaments, which I definitely hope for.
yeah, I would love to see him rise to more prominence and relevance again. Because of course, Moon, he is the most winning player that Warcraft 3 has ever seen. Nobody has gotten as much prize money as he has, not even close. So when he was having those lackluster results, I was kind of disappointed, and I was hoping for more, and I hope you're right. I hope he's gonna be back on the very top again.
I promised a new tool, which is not working just yet, but I will work on it in the break. Here's the expansion by Moon. On the way to tier 2, basically started expansion and tech at the same time. That's already weird. On the other side, we see an Engine of War by Life in the middle of the map. More creeping, I guess.
And he's staying on tier 1 with a Hunter Soul, so seems to be Hunts and Merc aggression, and Fast Expo doesn't usually fare too well against this, so Moon is playing this very greedy early on.
But Moon, look at his inventory, man. +9, +6, +15 damage, and the boots. This is a dream of every Night Elf player.
But basically only has the Demon Hunter so far, who is level 3. That is important. Oh, nicely saving his stroll there around the trees. At least doesn't get him killed by the opponent. And here now we have the Archer and the Shadow Priest coming in, but of course no Berserker here for Moon. Yet teching and expanding at the same time and not going into much army at all. Only the Demon, who is now fighting it out with his counterpart, but not quite strong enough here to win the man fight.
Parry up the Vitality, man. 150 HP wins the fight for him with the second Claw. It is Claw Valley here, or the Claw Island. 10 spots, you all know that. 3 of them have already been found and the Hunters are coming. Mass production on life side, still on tier 1. No upgrades as far as I see, but a Berserker as additional firepower. And the expansion is still not up. Moon forced into archers. He can't build anything else, and there is no Huntress Hall as far as I can tell. So he must have forgotten about it.
Or he wants to play Talons. That is a strategy that we've seen in the past. Usually it goes up against Bears then later on, but no. Life's gonna be very aggressive. The Wisp saw the Expo coming up and he chose to wait until it finished to attack now. So no way to cancel, no way to get the resources back. And yeah, these 3 hunts with Merc support and that 1 Archer are absolutely gonna win the fight here against Moon.
Yeah.
Can he stall long enough for the Expo to come up? He has a good bit of the piercing damage here. So the Huntresses, if they don't engage the army, they might start to fall quickly. But firstly, Demon Hunters are going to be duking it out again. And this time, Moon is going to be stronger. And now that he has the upper hand, he has the boots, he can chase. But of course, the normal damage is only on life side. So he's, in general, more easily able to deal with the heroes.
I really like what Life was doing here. Moon, of course, trying to force a town port on the Demon Hunter with that damage that he has on his own Demon Hunter. But he positioned his first tier in a way that all of his army could attack Moon's hero, and so he took a lot of damage and had to retreat. Now the Naga is there. Obviously a good choice at this point because it's immediate damage, but will it be enough? I kinda doubt it, but look at this, the right clicks on the Demon Hunter, man, working fairly well, and now his first hero is back to 50% health, but again, the positioning of Life, superb.
And this Expo is absolutely dead. He's repairing it now, but splash damage from the glaives could be coming in. I say that though, and he's taking the fight up here, and he's actually forced to TP out Life. I thought he was just looking for more damage and then kill the Expo after, but he was getting greedy. And the Expo survives. He could have easily killed it. He had the opportunity.
I do agree. There is an Engine Protector close to Moon's base, by the way, so a little sneak attack coming in. And that might be a good timing for tier 2 production buildings, which we still don't see. Not at the expansion, not in the middle, not in the main. So what's Moon doing with this?
How much resources does he have? He has a lot of resources, to be honest.
500.
And he's getting Ancients of War only, 1 at the expansion. He's not spending his money. Moon, what's going on? 700 gold for him.
Yeah, he could have had the Engines of Winds up, and magic damage and Fury Fire, of course, great against Hunters. But here they are, back again. Moon is supplies. No, yeah, Moon is supply stuck after this one. The AP is helping, of course, a bit. Not too much against Archers, but Shadow Priest. More Merc support. Finally, Moon is spending his money, but is stuck at 40 supply. Life already at 46.
TP, no heal potion, no invul, and he's slowed. Mud Golem making a glorious entrance here on Echo. But the Demon gets away to the back line, and these hunts, they just can't really be dealt with, it seems.
Yeah, the volleys are way too strong for the 5th race at the moment. Now he's backed in a corner, and can he do something with it? Mass focused fire on the Demon Hunter. Nice position of the Ogre Mauler, causing a little block here. And the Tower Rush continues, but will he have the time to hold it? This Demon Hunter is so close. He goes back, and Life taps out. Moon holding on very, very strong there. It looked grim for him, I'd say, but damn, he held that tower push very, very well.
That was a massive mistake, though. What? He could have killed that Expo so easy. And I'm not saying the game is won at that point. But if you don't kill it, you're gonna lose the game, as we saw. I guess he was just getting too greedy. He thought, all right, I have 5 hunts here. I can chase for more archers and then go back after I kill those archers and then kill the tree. That way I get more damage in, which I need because I'm so far behind in tech. Maybe that was his thinking. But then he just gets forced into a TP. Maybe he was getting caught off guard by the Naga slow or something, but he had seen her before.
The Naga really was the turnaround in this game, I feel. Once the Naga was there, and he had more control over the first hero of life, everything changed in that game.
Yeah, I was getting so worried in that game for Moon because it was kind of, I was looking at the early stage and I was like, oh man, this is looking like a bad hard counter what Life is playing here. That super all-in, basically aggression style against a fast expansion with a greedy tech behind it, that usually doesn't fare well for the attacking, defending and expanding player.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you get the chance to kill the Expo and then decide not to do it, well, we all make mistakes.
Oh boy. Life's Night of Mirror streak is over with that. He, as I said, 3-0'd Shishi in the final. But let's see. Against Remind, he won the first map that was Terranastat. Echo Isles was not played in that best of 5. Have you seen those games, by the way?
I have not.
That was really good Night of Mirror stuff.
I'm always more glad to see the Asian Night of Mirrors than I am for the European ones, because the Europeans, they really love their bears. Oh, do they love their bears. But
I would agree.
Asia,
I would agree, except if Rudin plays, because we have been casting Warcraft for so long, but
there's no bear mirrors more exciting than that.
Exactly. When Rudin plays, there's this part of surprise, because we have no idea what's happening and how he does things. And
he plays it so hard to the edge, man. He gives me heart palpitations when I watch those games. He's running around with a Demon Hunter on 10 HP, and he's like, yeah, don't sweat it, man. I can still get in 2 or 3 more hits. And usually crazy. It works.
This boy is just nuts. And we will see him in Shanghai starting next Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. August 16. So yeah, today in a week. But we're not wasting any time. And the game number 2 starts. Moon with a 1-0 lead. We are going on to Terranastat. Speaking of Terranastat, did you see the new version of TS?
I did. Lots of big changes coming to TS. Pretty necessary ones, I feel. There's a few broken things here. For example, the laboratory. I think just that creep camp is way too easy to creep. With a renegade wizard who just is way too easy to kill. But yeah, also big consumables coming in the middle. Yeah, I did see it. Very exciting that we actually have some big balance changes coming up.
True that. The rest of the map pool, pretty much meh, but we'll see about that. Here we see the players once again. Moon, of course, the big legend, 30 years old, from Korea. Against Life, not the greatest win rate, man. Only 33%. The young gun is superior to the 5th race so far, but maybe this will change. Rank 7 in the Back to Warcraft ELO ranking versus rank 10. So this is high class Warcraft, and we're joining right in. Moon in blue again in the upper left, and Life in the bottom right. This is, of course, the old Terranastat.
Yep. And as it is, I think on every map, everywhere, Night Elves always creep the greedy camp first, because it's hard to be punished by the opponent. You can try to go for it, but if you waste your time, if you don't get the last hits, then you find yourself at a big disadvantage. So in this early stage of this matchup, it seems like everyone has agreed to leave the other be peacefully for a while. I hope Life isn't going to make the same mistake again of being too peaceful for too long, namely letting the expansion stand when he can kill it. Because Moon, he has always been known to be looking towards the economic side, to play the game with an economic edge. We know him for a lot of expansion. We actually know him for kind of naming his own map in Moon Meadows, with expansions popping up everywhere. And Terranastat is not quite that, but certainly a map where you can expand as well.
True that, and I am pretty sure we will see expansions on both sides, and then there's the race who kills the expansion first, and that's most likely the winner of the game then. Terran Night of Mirrors tend to be very short and action-packed games, so I'm very much looking forward to that. We see the lightning shield trick, and the creep starts on both sides, so we have to watch if someone denies the creeps with the lightning shield, but I doubt it, since they seem to be in good shape today. There is Boots of Killed the Last for Life and the Tome of Experience. Holy shit, on the other side we see Scourge Bone Chimes. So if this goes into the later stages of Bear Mirror, then of course this is a great drop for Moon, but for the early game, there's nothing better than Boots and Tome.
Absolutely. And if you look at the experience, unfortunately Life did deny some of his creeps, because he's not far enough ahead in experience.
Yeah.
Whoops, slight mistake there, but he's still gonna get to level 3 pretty quickly. And we already see up the expansion coming up for Moon. Not yet for Life, who's really low on lumber, thanks to the Hunter's Hall in his main. Is this gonna be just a straight up repeat, build order wise, of game number 1? Big thing here, big important thing here is there is no Merc Camp access early on. So reinforcing your tier 1 aggression is gonna be much harder.
I'm still trying to get this freaking tool to work, but at the moment it's not. Oh, there is an Engine of War by Life again.
Yeah.
Is the Hunter's Hall too? Yeah, mass hunts again.
I'm surprised to not see a Scout Wisp for Life near Moon's Expo, because even we are totally expecting the expansion. Maybe he's so sure of it that he doesn't need to get the knowledge for it. He just knows it's coming up, but...
It's very common metagame to expand on TS. I think in 10 games we see it 9 times.
Sells the TP, by the way, in favor of Boots of Speed and Dust of Appearance on Life's Demon.
It's very interesting that we saw 2 Boots already in this series, while it kind of fell out of the metagame at the moment. 5 archers by Moon. Because of course he doesn't have the mercenary camp like he did on Echo Isles. So he needs more archers now to defend this upcoming push.
He's definitely not in time to cancel the expo, which is still being constructed. He's running in towards the main. Alright. Looking for some damage. He's gonna get 1 wisp. Seems like that's gonna be all though. Needs to be careful not to get trapped in this main base. Remember, no TP and no tele staff either. And the gap is wide enough that he can make it out. Alright, tier 2 by the way, closing in on completion. Not too far, still a little bit away. So a little bit more than halfway done for Moon. But once the Naga is out, this demon for Life needs to be careful where he positions himself, because he doesn't have the get out of jail free card this time.
Okay, here's the army. 2 hunters, 2 archers. 3rd huntress is coming in, but will it be enough against so many archers and a fairly strong demon hunter who got boots as well? Reveal being used immediately, and yeah, the question is, can he tear down this expansion? I'm doubting this, but maybe he can cause enough damage to prepare for a tower push or something. So far, it works fairly well, I'd say. Of course, he can't win a fight against the Vamp Aura there.
He gets 2 archer kills, that's not bad. But most importantly for Moon, he has bought time. Expo is up, about to be entangled. And the Wisp is already standing next to the tavern. He wants the Naga real bad.
Oh yeah, how long is it? Oh, just closing in. He cancelled the shop, so there's no staff for Moon and no potions. This will hurt him a bit, and...
But the demon's low HP, man.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he may have to buy a tele staff. Because of course with the demon gone here, these huntresses, all of them are easy picks. Alright, and here we go. Naga comes from the middle, a huntress is scouting this. How does Life react? Oh. So far he's still diving deeper into the main, and he is getting damage done. If he had a TP right here, he could save all of these units without losing anything. But he doesn't have it. Nice block coming out from the archer. This might be the kill and the game already. Very well done by Moon.
Again.
I'm sorry to say, but I think that's just it.
I totally agree, and that's it. Wow, Moon again with the Naga, the savior in this series. This map just lasted 6 minutes, and this is just not working, man. This is not working for Life. He's not fast enough and doesn't do much damage. I think without the Merc Camp, it was a better idea to do it, but The town portal cell, too risky. I mean, he killed so much. It did go well for him. And if there's no Naga, he wins this easy, but there was a Naga.
Yeah, I think he needs the Merc Camp support. He can also, by the way, counter-expand behind this pressure with his tier 1 stuff, but when you don't have the Berserkers and Shadow Priest, it's so much harder. I wonder why he's playing the super all-in strat. Maybe he's just thinking about, alright, you fast expand, guess what? I double Ancient of War mass hunts you.
Probably.
But without the Mercs, it was just too late to cancel the Expo.
Alright, Life with his back against the wall, he would drop to the lower bracket, where he would meet the loser or the winner of Remind versus WFZ. Definitely not an easy task. And Moon is one map away from the playoffs of this $22,000 tournament.
Alright, Last Refuge coming in next. Perhaps the hardest map for Merc support. Also not a map that is very well known for expanding. Less so than Echo or TS, I would say. However, a map with very narrow corridors everywhere. It's pretty hard to find open battlefield. That might mean that we're gonna see some talents on only one base. But I mean, Moon so far with his expansion style has had much success. 2-0 now in the lead. So he might just keep on doing it and see where that leads him.
Thank you very much, by the way, Gary Glitterer, for 5 months of subbing. Double thumbs up. And yeah, I mean, on Last Refuge, we see talents a lot, but are those players talent players?
Moon, definitely.
In Mirror?
Yeah, man.
In Mirror? Are you sure?
Historically, he chose it a lot. I think he loves talents. And I think when he believes that it's playable, he's gonna play him. But maybe he doesn't think so currently about Knight of Mirror. But I think Moon has a very soft spot for talents in his heart.
That's true, but we saw a few games against Shishi, and there it was Shishi playing the talents. So I think in Knight of Mirror he's a pretty solid bear player, plays it a lot. And I would bet $5 on bears on Moon's side. The never-ending betting game. Not a single dime has been paid yet, and we've been doing this for, I don't know, 6 years?
I think it's longer. It's back esl-radio days, I think it started. We have a new sub by Lepto Quark for the first time with Amazon Prime. Thank you very much and welcome back to Warcraft. Alright, you know what? I think he's gonna play talents this game. Moon.
Alright, $5 on the line?
$5 on the line.
Or foot massage in China.
Foot massage.
Foot massage? Let's bet for the foot massage.
Dude, we're gonna get assaulted by the masseuses again.
Assaulted?
Yeah, man. Dude, don't you remember how it hurt?
Yeah, but like the good way.
The good way? I don't know. I don't think I have the same appreciation of agony as you do. And then we have the aggressive Ancient of Wars being placed by both. Now, I think this is one of the better maps where you can try to contest the first creep because it's really close to your base. So you might be in time to kill the Ogre Magi instead of your opponent. If your opponent does it wrong and goes for the other creeps first, which you really shouldn't do. But every now and then it happens, and with the mana burn you can try to secure the kill. But most likely they're gonna leave each other alone again. So I guess it's kind of the same expansion to creep as it is on Echo Isles. And there Moon also went for the Expo, obviously. It's not going to be cleaned up as quickly as on Terranos, where he went for that camp first. But I really don't feel an expansion from Moon this time.
No, me neither. This should be pretty straight up one base play, but we never know, especially with live today. Oh, and Remo, our new shit is working. At least on my end. Yep, there we go. Heroes, everybody. But only one? Why is it only one? Oh, fuck.
Are the colors wrong? Someone is saying in chat.
shouldn't be the case. Oh,
Bad
yeah,
drops here for both the players. For one we had the Wand of Mass Healing, and for the other we had the Scroll of the Beast. One already sold. And I'm looking towards live space right now. Is he gonna play this so aggressive again? And he's going Ancient of War number 2 again. He's again gonna be going for mass hunts most likely.
Maybe he's short on time today and just needs to finish. But we have seen this work, especially Foggy did it work against Colorful many times. But isn't this like, he tried to make it work against an expansion twice and it failed, and now Moon is going straight to tier 2 without an expansion. So it's even harder for him to pull off.
Yeah. Is this gonna be like Ancient Protector push with Merc support, or what is this gonna be? Maybe it's gonna be expand behind Mass tier 1. That's also a possibility. That's what Moon played at WCA 2015 quite a bit with Solo Demon. And he's now gonna start the Merc camp with only 1 archer for damage, so he's gonna need to repair a lot. Like maybe 3 wisps or something.
Alright. There is a second Engine of War in Moon's base, preparing for the upcoming push of life, maybe. Again with the Huntress All.
Damn, it's not gonna be Talons this game. Shit.
Told you.
Okay, of course he gets the Merc camp support here, so he doesn't need that much repair on the Ancient of War. Level 3 Demon has been achieved. Is he gonna be lucky enough again to find the Boots of Wel'Thalas, which of course were not quite enough for victory on map number 2. Ugh. Very unfortunate drops, like super bad drops for life. The Wand, the Ring, and the Robe. Not being blessed by Lady Luck today.
Not at all. On the other side, on the Demon Hunter, we have wards, we have replenishment potion, and 2 circlets already. So this boy saving his moon juice for it, which is pretty nice. I recently found out that I always overestimated the replenishment potion. It's actually not that great. It's not too much HP, it's not too much mana. But alright. The wards are nice indeed. He sold the robe. Got 2 circlets now as well, so he's a little stronger than Moon's Demon Hunter. He's trying to snipe the Berserker.
Oh, that would be a big pick. And he should get it, right? He has the boots of speed, so he's not in danger of dying after. Easy snatch for Moon, and he's gonna get another one. Yes, the reveal. Oh, he doesn't place the sentry ward though. But 2 Engines of War in the base, and already we have Glaive Throwers coming up, so he's absolutely expecting a siege with AP support, but don't see any APs so far.
So we're both wrong. No Talons, no Bears. But Protectors and Glaive Throwers. Life will lose his Town Portal here, trying to knock down the AP, but I doubt the damage is gonna be enough. It's gonna be close, but... Oh, he got it. Wow, last second. Good call by Life.
Alright, but now we have a Glaive in position. Tier 2 is done. He can go for a second hero here, Moon can.
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't know what's up with Life. This is strategy-wise, this is all looking very weird.
Yeah, he's pumping out more Huntress. While there's a Glaive Thrower against him, he's supply blocked now as well. Is there another Moonworld in production? I don't see it. So this is what he can work with now. But there's no AP. There is only 1 Glaive Thrower, second one about to come. Where's the one that he built? Ah, there. Little hidden. Behind the Tree of Ages.
Sneaky.
Yes. And Vorpal Blades are finished. So there's even more area of effect now, but Moon taking a lot of damage on his Demon Hunter now, uses all the Moon Juice. The AP is up and more piercing damage, man. How is he supposed to hold this? More repairs coming in. If he holds his Engine Protector, it's looking fairly good, but he's not. But Life, man, so many units red.
Uh-oh.
And the
no
Demon
boots.
Hunter. Whoa, it's so close. Mana burn kill. And again, GG. This is the shortest series in NSL 2017 so far, with an average game length of like 6-7 minutes.
Yeah, we finished the game, the series, I mean, in half an hour.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I was worried that I have to go late to my work again today.
Well,
but
we
doesn't
don't
look
know
like
about
it.
the other series, Neo. Might be like Twisted Meadows with math expansions.
Oh, I would love it. I would love it. So, Life is out of the winner bracket. Of course, he's still alive in this tournament.
How disappointed are you?
Pretty much. I expected way more of Life, as I said in the beginning. His Knight of Mirrors seemed to be so strong recently, and Moon's not. So I thought this would be way closer.
Maybe he has like a mental block against Moon or something, because this really looked tilted. It was like, all right, only way I can win is aggressive Gs. Doesn't work once, all right, I'll try it again. Doesn't work the second time, well, you know, everything good comes in threes, but it didn't this time.
Yeah, he shouldn't have, because his stats versus Moon were really good going into this game. It was like a 66% win rate or something.
Yeah, really weird. Really weird.
Yeah.
Playing the same strat 3 times. Maybe he thought, you know what, map 1, I could have won if I just focused on killing the Expo. But map 2 really looked hopeless, and so did map 3.
True that. So, our next game is gonna be Remind versus WFZ. And we will go into a small break here already. Didn't expect that, but of course players have to come. The first map is up already, but I guess the players are not prepared to be here that early. So I tried to fix our new tool, and we will see each other in a tiny bit.